Good morning! It is our last day in Salzburg. We only had a day and a half here. I feel like the city is small enough where you could do everything in 2 days. And then with the whole Airbnb thing yesterday, it cut out a couple of hours for us. So I feel like we're a little rushed, but we have a few things on the agenda. So we are up early this morning. It's 7:30 and we are gonna head to breakfast. I picked 2 places that take cash only. So we need to decide on which place we want to go, and we need to head to an ATM. So let's go. Another great breakfast in Salzburg. We haven't had a bad breakfast yet, but it's probably because it consists of croissants and butter and jam. But I'm happy. I had a cappuccino and what I just said, and I added a soft-boiled egg because that is a thing here. On the menu there's always a soft-boiled egg, but this time I didn't have to crack it myself. It was already peeled. And Taylor is not feeling carbs right now, so he had an omelet with just sausage and he was happy with that. Now we are headed to finally see the Salzburg Cathedral. Up at the Salzburg Cathedral, and it was really cool. All these churches have been so grand when you walk in and have these amazing domes with these fresco ceilings. The difference between Salzburg and Vienna, I felt, was that Vienna had a lot of the gold ornate trimmings, and this one is still grand and beautiful to look at, but it just doesn't have the gold finishings, which is fine. It was more clean and white, and then the fresco dome is like this orange color, so it was very vibrant. This morning is going to be a quick pass through all of the cathedrals and abbeys that we haven't seen yet. So we're on to our second church. It's called St. Peter's Abbey. That church was pretty impressive too, and also there's literally nobody around. So if you're gonna do this, come right when it opens at 8 a.m. to both of them, and you have the entire church to yourself. Now on to the third church.
Here comes the tour group. It's like a zombie apocalypse. For real. There are way more tourist groups than I thought in this small little city.
I think what everyone does is just takes a day tour here. So they like all get in a bus, come here together and explore for the day. Third church.
One step ahead of the horde.
There's a mass or prayer going on right now, and that entire group of like 50 people just went in there. We quietly just sat down, sat there for a second. They're gonna make a disaster of that place. All right, church number 4. Number 4, the Collegian Church. All right, we have finished our tour of the churches for the morning, and we have about 30 minutes till the other items on our itinerary open. So we are on the hunt for a new SD card. Our current SD card has 120 gigs, and we have managed to use 90 gigs of it so far on this trip, and we still have 3 or 4 days left, so I don't think that's gonna last us. So I'm really hoping we can find one, because if not, that would be a little scary. This place. Okay, we purchased the SD card, and that was way easier than I thought. I thought we were gonna have to go to multiple places to try to find one, and now I feel so much better because I don't have to worry about either cutting out video because we don't have enough storage. Now I can just freely video whatever I feel like it. Taylor was telling me not to worry, and I was like, no, this is a big deal. If we don't have enough storage, that's gonna be a problem. But we found a 32 gig one, which is probably perfect because we have 30 gigs left on this one. So we have 60 gigs. I think that should be enough. We have come back one last time to say goodbye to our cutie apartment. We got our backpack strapped on, and we are ready to do 2 more hours of exploring.
We were at St. Peter's Abbey earlier. We noticed that we could go into the Catacombs, but it didn't open until 10. So now that it is officially 10 o'clock, we're going to head back there and see what's there. It looked like it was built into a mountain, into the mountain that's right behind our apartment. So hopefully we'll go explore some caves. Here would be about the perfect view if there wasn't a giant crane in the way. From here I can see the castle, the fortress we went to last night. We can see Salzburg Cathedral, pretty much all of the major churches from this exact standpoint. And the mountains, of course, snow-capped peaks, ruined by a crane. In this little handy-dandy pamphlet they gave us when we bought our ticket, I learned that there used to be a bunch of monks that lived in these caves. This was their house, and they lived here around 770 AD, so a long time ago. And I also learned that in the first room that we went into, Mozart's sister is buried there.
Well, the last thing on my list of things to do was to visit the Salzburg Museum that includes the old Salzburg residence, and it's supposed to have the staterooms that you can go through and see. But we just got here and we read the sign and it says it's only open from Tuesday through Sunday, and today is Monday. So now we have to figure out what to do for an hour and a half.
But first, I'm just going to show you the museum anyways. There you go. Just saved you €9.
We have found our spot that we're gonna relax in. Right in front of us is the Mirabelle Gardens that we did when we first got to Salzburg. And there's a little hill that we're on right now on the backside. And it is totally isolated. There is nobody here. It's in the sun. And we're just gonna relax. And our plan is to write our 3 postcards from Budapest, Vienna, and Salzburg, and go to the post office and send them before we get on the train to Munich. Because usually we just send them from London, so we thought this would be a little bit more special. Postcards have been completed, and now we are headed to the post office.
We have delivered our postcards to the post office. It is currently 11:45. Our train leaves for Munich at 1, but we've pretty much seen all that we think we can do within an hour. So we're going to head to the train station, probably just read a book for a little bit, maybe grab some food there once we get hungry, and we're just gonna relax for a little bit.
So that is a wrap on our Salzburg trip, and it has been great. Now off to Munich for New Year's. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy our videos and want to see more, make sure to hit the red subscribe button in the bottom right corner of the screen now.